After so many interviews,
lockdown could legally for global multimedia online TV.
A happy and a prosperous New Year wishes from Global Multimedia Online TV to you, our faithful viewers. Welcome to our very first edition of Global Multimedia Online TV NewsFeed. As always, this program brings you latest happenings within the Northern region, Sierra Leone, and the globe at large. Be sure to subscribe and also hit the bell icon for continual notification on a new news bulletin. Stay tuned. Over 700 new intakes at the University of Makeni with acceptance letters were orientated at the Fatima Campus Auditorium, Makeni on the 7th January 2021. The aim of this process is to educate and familiarize students about the procedures and protocols of the university. Students were given the opportunity to interact and dialogue with their heads of department and both academic and administrative staffs. Aissatou Daniela Kamara files in this report.
In the world of learning, to be orientated is a key factor which plays a great role in students' lives and guide them through their university experience of things they should and should not do whilst going through their academic journey. In achieving this, the University of Makeni, in proceeding with the 2021-2022 academic year, has organized a day orientation for all accepted students, which was housed at the university's main campus auditorium, Fatima Campus, Makeni. The aim of the orientation was to introduce the principles and activities of the university to new students.
As we welcome you therefore to this institution, to UNIMA, we want to remind you that, as the motto says, we are here to build a civilization of law, creating a context in which each and every one of us is important. Each and every one of us has a role to play in order to shape a better. This is the foundation of UNIMA. This is what makes us different from other learning institutions. Because we believe we are here for you. But then you have a fundamental role to play in your own growth. Therefore, your personal responsibility and cooperation and collaboration is required with your fellow students, with your lecturers and other staff, with the administration for the common goal.
Staff-student relationship, and I want you to understand this very well, because from today you will be interacting with staff members until you're done with your studies and leave the University of Makeni. Employees are required to perform their duties with diligence, that is thoroughness and loyalty, to obey the lawful directions of their superiors, and to treat the students, that is you, with civility, that is respect and politeness and courtesy. Staff should ensure that they are available for consultation according to the set times. Staff members are prohibited to use abusive or insulting language or behavior to students. UNIMAC upholds a policy of non-discrimination and equal opportunity regardless of sex, race, tribe, socioeconomic status, sexual orientation, or disability. Staff members are also asked to ensure that all dealings with students are appropriate in every circumstance.
All those that have received their letters, just as Father said, you are now a bona fide student of the University of Makeni. And so if you are a bona fide student of the University of Makeni, you must pay your rent.
All Unimark students' fees should be paid into the University of Makeni bank account. Note, all fees should be paid to the University of Makeni bank account. Try to learn our procedures, our policies and processes. Be familiar with the student handbook, which will be issued to you later. Be familiar with that so that you know how to conduct yourself around.
Students explain what they have gained from the orientation process and their expectations through their academic journey. By the looks of it, students are prepared to start their academic journey with a positive and active mind. Reporting for Global Multimedia Online TV NewsFeed, Aisatu Danela Kamara reporting.
As the new year have begun, it is evident that there are lots of expectations from both sides of the government and other developmental organizations. It is noticeable that in the previous year, many claims stones were left unturned. In relation to this, businesswomen and men were engaged and voiced out their opinions about challenges faced in 2020 due to economic growth and the profitability of their businesses, as well as their expectations from the government and all ministerial departments and agencies, MDAs. Let's join Global Multimedia's Marie Tholi, who engaged some petty traders in Makeni.
Presently, we are at the market of Makeni, the public market, where everybody comes to do about their businesses. And we are here to talk to business women and men compared to last year price control in terms of the goods they sold, how they go about their businesses. And as we are now in 2021, the first week of January, we want to know what the expectations of the customers and also the market women, based on what they want the government to do for them in terms of their price, in terms of the goods they buy, and also the issue of transportation.
Maria to Bangura. Na sole magi abas na they sell. Inside park. Last year sell labor na better sell no day. Na me go the one away they are around so let's see them change. Then go down for we. They go so begin and how they pay school fees for them. You see, let's see them go down. If it's in them go down, we will sell, we will pay for begin their school fees there.
I work at Cabo that I'm a businessman. I decided to say last night. Well, alhamdulillah, business was successful. Although, yeah, this particular past year, when I 2020 December, not possible. Because how the same we did before, and this past year, we expect the government of Sierra Leone, when they put the taxes, most especially the dollar area, now the change dollar 1,070,000, dollar 1,065,000. So the dollar they put for the so go back the things every day, so we see that. Understand?
Families Without Borders is a non-governmental organization that gears to support vulnerable pupils with outstanding WASS results for a university scholarship, implements community services in localities, and other projects. In celebrating the start of the new year, Families Without Borders organization Merry with Kids at the Life Supporting Orphanage in Mile 91 on the 1st of January 2021. Let's have a look at the event.
Festive season is always known to be shared with loved ones, families and friends. It comes with exchanging of gifts and well wishes to show how much you appreciate and care about those that have been around you. Having this in mind, Families Without Borders organization, a family that is known for changing lives through education, community services, and many other projects that is beneficial to communities in Sierra Leone, celebrates the New Year's events with kids at the Life Supporting Orphanage in Peace Village, Mile 91, Northern Province, Sierra Leone. The day was spent with many activities undertaken by students of the organization, together with the children at the orphanage. These activities involved painting their home, dancing and playing fun games, cooking and eating with the kids, repairing their water well, installation of solar light for their studies, sharing of balloons and school supplies. The organization believes that these children should be well taken care of so they don't feel unloved, uncared for, and left out in society. Students of the organization express how they feel about this day and what it means to them. As service and sharing love to one another will make the world a better place for all, the Support and Life Orphanage is also calling on other organizations to give their support to these kids.
Still in this New Year's expectations, bike riders within the municipality of Makeni were also engaged, and a few amongst many gave their concerns in relation to the flow of their businesses, as well as their expectations from government and other developmental organizations in this new year. Let's join our reporter John Mbande Bagura.
The just concluded 2021 remains a year with varying remarks as to what people make up of it, both individually and collectively. And here at the Makeni City Park, Global Multimedia Online TV is engaging bike riders engaged in commercial bike riding, which is arguably the major means of transportation within the municipality of Makeni, as to what their thoughts are about the just concluded 2020 and what their expectations are to this current 2021.
Once more, Mina by Asan Sise, we live at 42 Manette Street, Makeni. And now one thing where they want me about this government, so it's like Papa government they demand we say follow license we bike, then we take driving license as you see. This I mean driving license this. But the same way so you can get now certain checkpoints. Despite them saying they already ask you, then they ask you back for insurance. Then the same insurance where they ask for, would they get insurance? But when you get problem or you get accident, you can go claim insurance. They go tell you say this is not the type of insurance that you should take. Now we don't understand all anything in there. So waiting make Papa government they allow for they go take them type insurance in there. If they don't say not the type insurance, are they beg to Papa government? Maybe they go they left them thing and they or let policeman left for go they ask you about insurance. We go not like to buy could get driving license, but if you get that shepherd they say you know get no way they ask you for insurance. Then when you get problem one go claim insurance, they say not the type insurance than the way you for take.
Well, Mina Alfred Lovin Smith, aka Rick Cross, a bike rider. I'm a Kenny Lorry Park and also BMO. Well, really, last year the economy not being so funny. More like to we because if you look at how business will go, every day by day, today na 10,000, tomorrow 5,000. And last year we get problem with the police and so much. But so we just believe say this year you not go big again because like last year we see even say Makeni ourselves, we fight more than 3 days back that couch problem to the country. So we hope say this year you not go occur again.
Me na the bike riders for Bumbuna, Chairman, Makeni Lorry Park. Last year, you know, all the company they function at Bumbuna, where they get passenger they frequent. But presently now, come, if they should then 2-3 hours, you know they get passenger. So it look difficult for we. And we expect the government more let them sorry for let them do for we better thing, we will develop.
Few of the bike riders have just highlighted what their expectations are for this particular 2021, ranging from a decrease in the harassment from police and also a decrease in the price of acquiring a license. I am John Mbade Bangura, reporting for Global Multimedia Online TV, NewsFeed.
In commemoration of Sierra Leone's 11-year dreadful civil war, which left many civilians amputated and the country's economy worsened, victims of the occurrence marched within the streets of Makeni in commemoration of this day. John Mbade Bangura has more.
The country is the born we house. We do beg we people and then give me more help to come there.
These
These are the voices of amputated and war-wounded victims, re-echoing the many pains incurred through Sierra Leone's 12 years intensive civil war. As the 6th January marks the beginning of this unforgettable and dreadful occurrence, its memory still inflicts unimaginable pain in the hearts and minds of many, as the lives of thousands were claimed, homes burnt, and men, women, and children left amputated and forced to live under the description as disabled. In memory of this great turmoil, amputated and war-wounded persons commemorated this day through a long parade in major streets within Makeni and ended up assembling at the Wosu Mini complex so they could reflect and also continue bidding that such a destructive and tumultuous past never repeats itself. In attendance were stakeholders ranging from the head of DICOVAC, Red Cross representatives, social welfare representatives, district council representatives, war child representatives, and members of the Fourth Estate, and statements were made, starting with the chairman of the association.
First and foremost, I want to congratulate me amputee and war-wounded association, me people them, when are disabled people them, for me so say we will commemorate this day. This program came about for see how January 6th we don't let people in life we don't go inside January 6th. The governments them way actually they come within this country, they can left we out. How they
really want to appreciate we already now today. January 6th, we all know saying a sorrowful day in this country. We all can remember we lost the brothers and sisters them, we mama them, we papa them, we pick them, a lot of people who lost in this country. And also with brothers and sisters them, without loss in food, some loss in hand. And all of them one day, now it's sorrowful events around it. We every year go find for more the commemorators the can do, and so we really want to appreciate your effort.
We don't say Lagos and Kawi war in this country because war not a good thing, it's a good something.
For appreciate tonight because of the spirit, the courage, the passion, and the love we wanna get for ourselves. For form a union and get a family bond. Because if I not comment and start to congratulate the leadership in Bombalia, I don't do a huge mistake.
But when I always you don't allow Naya today, one of the people that we say, as we see along the road steps or along the community, we might say they reflect back to the war we have in way 1999. To 2002.
A victim of the 12 years dreadful war was interviewed, and he stated very clearly that he was born able and that the war resulted to his amputation, adding that a day like this is unforgettable and that it still causes immense sadness in his heart, and further pleads for government and every other person to intervene in assisting them to prevent them from disgrace.
Being a member of my community. Today, like today, we can meet up for celebrate this January the 6th. For member which be not pass. So we put out to prayers, like not happen again as a really a house council again, like not ever happen. We make Papa governments, so let them get so react for we, let them think about we. We don't do anything for ourselves. Pass a push out for me. So that can meet up today. So that all man see me by any way to say any sorry. So the possible see me, that you know see me they disgrace at this one.
In closing this remarkable event, the disabled band ended up staging a performance in a bid to showcase their abilities and also lift the weight in the hearts of many attendees. John Imbade Bangura, reporting for Global Multimedia Online TV Newsfeed.
This is all we have time for in today's Global Multimedia Online TV Newsfeed. Don't forget to subscribe to our social media platforms and recommend to others. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a wonderful night. Cheers.
After so many interviews,
Lockdown could legally for Global Multimedia Online TV.